18 years ago, a close friend of ours by the name of Jim McLaren was a football player at Yale. 300-pound guy. He was taking acting classes in New York City. He was on his motorcycle, hit by a New York City bus, thrown 90 feet in the air, dead on arrival. He lived, lost his lower leg, came back from that to run a 3:16 marathon, go 10:42 at the Ironman Triathlon World Championships, and became the best amputee athlete on the planet. 8 years later, he was racing in California. A guy who was already an amputee, a van went through a closed intersection, hit the back of his bike, propelled him into a pole. He became a quadriplegic. Myself and two friends started a triathlon to raise money to buy Jimmy a vehicle he could drive with his hands. That was the whole idea. Goal was to raise $25,000. We raised $49,000. Found out that athletes with disabilities, your insurance will cover a leg to walk around with. They won't cover anything to do with sports. It's considered a luxury item. We thought that was wrong, and since then, to keep athletes in the game of life through sport, we have raised $31 million. And a huge part of that is through Muddy Buddy. In the last 3 years alone, we have raised $159,000 through the Columbia Muddy Buddy. And right now, I'd like to have Vimal from Land Rover. Land Rover commits to $1,000 for each and every event. Vimal, come on up here. Vimal, for Land Rover, what does it mean for you guys to be involved with Challenge Athlete Foundation and Muddy Buddy?
You know, let me start by thanking Bob Babbitt and his team for putting on such a great event. You know, every event is absolutely amazing, and thanking again for introducing us to the Challenge Athletes Foundation. It's absolutely amazing. We all have our own problems, but you know, these guys inspire us to go out and do what we want to. So thanks for that, and of course, finally thanking all of you for coming out here and supporting this absolutely fabulous event. Thank you, appreciate it.
And one of the things we love to see happen is having our athletes actually participate. Major David Roselle was in Iraq. His Humvee hit a bomb. He ended up losing his lower leg. He came back to the States, got a prosthetic, and went back to Iraq to lead his men in battle. Since then, Major Roselle has wrote a book called Back in Action. Plus, he's finished Ironman Coeur d'Alene and the Ironman Triathlon in Hawaii. Please give it up for Major David Roselle. So, David, notice we're twins here. You guys notice that, right? So, David, what does it mean for guys who get injured like yourself, especially our troops, to get back in the game and be out here with everybody else?
You know, Bob, events like this are really important for our guys to get back. This is about getting back and normalizing, which is when we take care of them at the hospital. But when they come to events like this, they're thriving and they're getting back after it, and you're going to see just me today, but I guarantee you there'll be a lot of guys out there. Stop them and tell them and have them tell you their story, because it's all about healing. And one of the things I did, I love the $1,000 check. I want to add $2,225 to the Operation Rebound today that I raised. So.
He's just not a frog, he's a fundraising frog. We love that. Operation Rebound has been supported by CAF and CAF Florida. Thank you guys for all being here. Thank you for everything you guys do. Again, another big round for Major Roselle, Nico Marcolongo, and everybody from the Challenge Athletes Foundation. We also have some special guests here today that I'm very, very excited to have with us. They are teaming up two world-class athletes. He ran a 2:08:50 marathon and won the LA Marathon. Mr. Mark Platchez, come on up. And he is teamed up with the former world record holder for 10,000 meters. 27:08 was his time, Mr. Arturo Barrios. Come on up here, you guys. I thought they could move faster than this. What the heck? Come on up here, you guys. Arturo Barrios, Mark Platchez. Love that. So, Mark, is Arturo going to slow you down?
Yeah, he's the slower of the partners.
What? He's talking smack.
We're going to be dead last, but not because of me, because of Mark. But we're going to have fun, just like everybody else. Good luck, and I see you there.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thanks so much for being here. We've got one more introduction, and I hope they're out there. He was the star of The Bachelor in 2007, an officer and a gentleman. He is racing today on Team Doubleicious with his partner, Jesse Stendlin, former professional triathlete. Give it up for Dr. Andy Baldwin. There we go. There we go. Andy will be out there. He'll be signing autographs and doing photos.